Hey YouTube, how is it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Sheila Divine's channel, what is up guys? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Honestly guys, I am trying so hard to get on here every single day and deliver these messages, and I just can't seem to get to a place where I can get everything done, and I have no idea what is happening. I know that since August, like the middle of August, maybe more so the beginning of August, when all this started unfolding with my kids and everything started happening, that my mind kind of wanted to focus more on myself and wanted to focus more on, you know, my children and my children's safety and stuff. But I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to give this up. I made a promise to myself that I have you guys behind me, that I have support, I have family, I have people I can reach out to, people I can talk to. And I literally feel like, I don't know if anyone else just been feeling this way, but I literally feel like I'm walking through life right now because I got so much going on. And I have so much love and I have so much support around me, but I feel so alone. And I didn't want to start off the reading like that, but I do. Like, I feel like I'm trying to help everyone out, and I'm trying to, you know, be the best mom I can be for my kids, and I'm trying to be, you know, the supportive girlfriend, and, you know, trying to help you guys out, and just, you know, I'm walking through life, and I'm not, and I know this about myself, I'm not, like, I'm feeling my feelings, and I'm working through what I'm feeling. But I'm at this point where I feel like it's easier to help someone else. It's easier to work on other people's problems. It's easier to help someone else than to really go within and work on the internal that's going on with me. So I'm in this place where I want to so bad come on here every night and deliver the readings. But then something happens and it's like my kids don't want to go to bed at a certain time, or by the time they're down it's late, and it's just, I just get so frustrated, and I'm just, you know, it's just a tough time. And I've tried to like make a promise, though, this week I'm gonna, you know, start diving back in and doing readings every day. But, you know, like, I want you guys to know that I haven't abandoned you. I want you guys to know that I haven't forgotten about you. I want you guys to know how much I want to be back on here and doing readings every day. And I'm trying to make time, you know, to have a day of the week, even if it's one day that I can push out most of the videos and then I could rest. But life just seems like one big one big battle that I'm facing right now. And so we are working through it. I am working through it. Trying to turn it around, but it's easier said than done. So we will get there eventually. So I have down what I need to get done for this weekend, because I'm going to focus on this weekend. So I'm going to start off. This will be your daily message for Friday, September 18th. So hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So 2 different decks that I used for this reading. So the first card that's coming up for you guys is Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So what in your life right now do you need to be honest with? What in your life right now is telling you that, you know, something needs to change? I think we all have something in our life that we need to change. We all have something in our life. None of our lives are perfect. We all have something in our life that we need to reevaluate, to rethink, you know, is this up for my highest good? Is this uplifting me? Is this helping me grow? Is this helping me become the best version of myself? So this honesty card for me is saying, you know, are you being honest with yourself? Are you happy where you are? You know, and if you're not, like, what changes can you make today? You know, how can you get yourself back to being the best version of you? And you also, with this honesty card, guys, you also have to realize that you can want the best for somebody, but if that person doesn't want the best for themselves, no matter what you do, you can't change them. So it's being in this perception right now of saying, you know, you can be as honest and great and amazing to somebody, but if that person doesn't see your value, if that person doesn't see your worth, then it's like you're giving too much away, and it's time that you pull that back, because that's energy that you're wasting on someone who doesn't see your value. That's energy you're wasting on someone who doesn't see your worth. So that's where I feel like the honesty card for me, for you guys today, is saying, like, are you being honest with yourself when it comes to connections, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to family, work, whatever comes to mind when you think of that. So just know that not everyone has the same intentions as you. So it's being in this place of you needing to say, you know, I may be as honest as they come, but just because I'm honest doesn't mean that someone else is going to be. We also have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So this is trusting in the process. This is trusting in where you're going. This is trusting in, you know, God's plan for you, the universe's plan for you. This is trusting that you will make the right decisions for you as you progress. You have already gone through so much, and look how strong you are, because you trusted. You trusted that whatever dark place you were in before, that you would get out. And you got out of that dark place, and maybe things were happy for a while, and now you find yourself back in another storm or another lesson or whatever the case is. So it's being in this place of just trusting where you are now, because where you are now is not where you're going to be down the road. Where you are now is just a stepping stone to where you're going. So it's just trusting in the process, trusting in the now, trusting in God, trusting, you know, that you will make the right decisions for you at the end of the day. And we also have purpose. I know what I am here to do. So we all have a purpose to be here. We are all here for a reason, but knowing your purpose, knowing your calling, knowing why you're here makes the whole difference in the world. Not everyone initially knows why they're here. Some get nudges, some get tinglings, some just know within, some takes time. But just know that if you've ever been these last couple weeks feeling like you have no purpose here, feeling like you have no reason to be here, just feeling alone, feeling down, this is that message for you of saying you need to continue to have trust. You need to continue to have hope, because you have a purpose to be here, and your purpose to be here is probably to be a service to someone else. You know, everyone's story is different, and that's how I always look at things, is that, you know, sometimes what we're really hurt about or we're really complaining about, someone else has it worse off than we do. So we have to look at our situations. And I'm not saying don't look at your situation and say, well, you know, my situation doesn't matter because someone else is worse off than I am. No, I'm saying you need to feel what you're feeling. You need to know that you need to be validated for how you feel. But just know at the end of the day that there's always going to be someone else out there that has it worse off than you are. So it's being in a place of knowing that you have a purpose to be here, that you have a reason of, or calling, or, you know, you're here to help someone. Your story will inspire or empower someone, you know. So just wherever you are right now, just don't give up. Okay? So we have 2 oracle cards for you guys for today. The first one says, the ever unfolding rose, cracked opening, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Whenever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaching you to keep your heart open. No matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening to you, or happening for you, not to you. And one day in the not too distant future, he may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you, cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back on this transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. So, let life crack you open. Let life show you that, it's not supposed to be rainbows and butterflies. It's not supposed to be, all highs. It's not supposed to be all lows. Again, we're all here for a purpose. We're all here to serve. We're all here to be of some type of service to others, whereas a tarot reader or, a nurse or a lawyer or a doctor or a teacher, we all are here to help the world in some way. So keep your heart open. Let life crack you open. Don't bend. Don't break. When shit gets hard, that's when you need to hold on the most. When shit feels impossible, that means you can't let go. That means you got to give it your all. That means you just got to say, what, God, I trust you. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on to this crazy roller coaster ride, because I know it's taking me somewhere. And I know that maybe I don't understand it right now, but I'm going to understand it. Okay? So the second card says, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are a Silic being in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your Silic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to the fat K than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to the way of being. If you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full audacity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstance, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. So what just came to mind before I really go into that card for you guys is that, when you don't value yourself, when you don't see worth in yourself, it's really hard for you to think that someone genuinely gives a shit about you or genuinely loves you or genuinely cares, because you have in the back of your mind that, my past relationships didn't work out or my past connections didn't work out. But guys, it's all in the mind right now. It's what you have been telling yourself previously. It's something within you that you haven't let go of. And if you want to be truly happy, if you want to be in alignment, you've got to have that balance of saying to yourself, you know what? I went through what I went through because it made me who I am today. It made me realize what I don't want in relationships, what I don't want in friendships. And it made me stronger. Because if I didn't go through that downtime, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So what has happened to you in your past relationships, your past connections, has made you the person standing in the mirror today. And you got to embrace that person. You got to love that person, because that person has been through hell and back and they're still standing there. And you got to be courageous. You got to be brave, and you got to know that you are worth everything. Okay? So get in alignment with yourself. Find that balance. Be centered. Be grounded. Speak your truth. Go find your purpose. And just trust is what I'm really hearing. Alright guys, so hopefully this reading serves a purpose. Hopefully you guys can take something from this. I'm sending you guys all love and light. Have a happy Friday, and I'll talk to you soon.